A sudden and urgent announcement from the Pentagon has once again shaken global watchers, raising serious questions about what is quietly happening in the Eastern Pacific. Another mysterious boat strike has been confirmed, and the details emerging from U.S. officials are creating a storm of speculation, tension, and concern. What exactly caused this strike? Why is this region suddenly becoming a hotspot for unexplained incidents? And what does this mean for maritime security going forward? Today, we break down everything you need to know, from the confirmed details to the deeper analysis that hasn't yet made headlines. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because today's breakdown is one you definitely don't want to miss. The Pentagon has just issued another alert about a mysterious boat strike in the Eastern Pacific, and this marks yet another addition to a growing pattern. What's making this incident stand out is not just the strike itself, but what officials are refusing to say. When a government announcement comes with more silence than explanation, it's usually a sign that the situation demands our attention. Let's start on the outside and look at the situation the same way analysts do, through the exterior, meaning the broad picture visible to the public. On the surface, the Pentagon confirmed that a vessel operating in the Eastern Pacific experienced a deliberate or accidental strike, but stopped short of giving specifics. They did not clarify whether it was an attack, an accident, or a collision with an unidentified object. This lack of clarity is unusual, especially because this is not the first incident of its kind in the past few months. The region, known more for drug trafficking operations, illegal fishing activities, and covert maritime movements, is now seeing events that don't match the usual patterns. The exterior picture shows rising tension in waters, often patrolled by the U.S. Coast Guard and monitored by naval intelligence. Officials claim that additional surveillance aircraft and maritime assets have been deployed to the general area, suggesting that the situation might involve more than routine enforcement. Satellite imagery from open-source observers even indicates that the Pentagon may be tracking unusual movements of small, fast vessels in the area. This raises questions. Who is operating out there? Why do these incidents keep happening? And is this tied to criminal groups, unauthorized state actors, or something entirely new? The exterior layer gives us what's visible, but it's clear that something underneath is not yet being told. Now moving slightly inward, the interior perspective, kept short for clarity, focuses on what the Pentagon is managing behind the scenes. Internally, officials are analyzing data from sensors, radar logs, and communication signals intercepted from the region. The fact that they have not disclosed the type of boat involved, the level of damage, or the suspected source indicates that the information might still be incomplete or sensitive. Some defense analysts believe this secrecy suggests the possibility of an advanced weapon test, a hostile unmanned vehicle, or even a new smuggling operation using technology the Pentagon has not seen before. The interior view is all about what officials are hesitant to share publicly. And right now, that silence is almost as important as the announcement itself. When we shift into performance, we begin looking at how the Pentagon is responding, the speed, precision, and efficiency of their actions following the strike. Their performance so far has been rapid, with military analysts already being dispatched to interpret the available data. Additional patrol vessels have been ordered to redirect towards strategic locations, increasing the overall coverage of the region. Aircraft equipped with long-range surveillance systems are flying repeated routes, and electronic monitoring arrays are scanning for unusual transmissions. Pentagon officials say they are prepared to respond to additional incidents if necessary, and part of their performance strategy includes coordinating with neighboring nations to secure the area. This level of mobilization signifies that the strike was not minor. If this were a simple accident, such a thorough and immediate response wouldn't be necessary. Beyond operational performance, there's a deeper concern about the technical performance of the vessel that was struck. Was it equipped with warning systems? Did its crew detect anything before the impact? Did any sensors record the incoming threat? These questions matter because they help determine whether this was an attack the boat could have avoided or something too unexpected to predict. The Pentagon's objective now is not just to respond, but to understand whether existing maritime defense capabilities are adequate. If something new is in the waters, something capable of bypassing detection, then performance improvements across the board may be required. Safety features now jump into the spotlight because they determine how prepared vessels are against threats, like the one involved in this incident. The U.S. military already equips many of its ships with advanced radar, defensive countermeasures, and reinforced hulls suitable for high-risk environments. However, not all boats in the region, especially those conducting civilian or joint operations, have these protections. The mystery strike raises questions about what safety features should be required for vessels operating in contested waters. If these incidents continue, the Pentagon may push for upgraded detection systems, stronger hull materials, and possibly new maritime protocols requiring boats to follow specific protective routes. These safety features could become essential, especially if an unknown threat is emerging. One of the most concerning aspects related to safety is whether this strike was intentional. If it was a targeted attack, then the risk level changes entirely. The Pentagon will need to determine the origin, motive, and method used. And until that's clear, vessels in the Eastern Pacific may face unpredictable dangers. That uncertainty alone is enough to raise alarms within the military's safety review boards. When examining the unique selling points, or rather, what makes this incident uniquely important, we find several factors that distinguish it from previous events. First, this strike occurred shortly after similar incidents in the same region, which hints at a pattern. It's rare for maritime incidents to align so closely in time and location without an underlying connection. Second, the Pentagon's quick but cautious announcement style suggests that officials know more than they are saying. The government typically avoids highlighting situations that could escalate publicly unless the issue is serious. Third, the Eastern Pacific is not generally associated with state-level maritime conflicts, making any deliberate strike especially suspicious. The combination of these elements creates a unique case that analysts are watching closely. Another unique aspect is the timing. Geopolitical tensions worldwide are rising, and oceans are becoming zones of tactical competition. Whether this incident is linked to hostile actors, new technologies, or experimental systems, it represents a challenge the Pentagon must address immediately. If foreign adversaries are testing capabilities in the Pacific, this incident could be a signal. If criminal groups are pushing boundaries using new tools, that is equally significant. While price might seem like an unusual angle, it's crucial when evaluating the broader impact of this incident. Maritime security is expensive, and every new threat forces governments to increase budgets. The cost of deploying surveillance aircraft, reinforcing naval patrols, and upgrading safety features can quickly climb into millions of dollars. The Pentagon's confirmation of multiple boat strikes indicates that long-term investments will likely be needed. This includes upgraded monitoring technology, enhanced intelligence operations, and potentially new defense systems specialized for coastal and open water threats. There's also the indirect price. Economic trade routes could face delays, insurance rates for commercial ships may rise, and fishing or shipping companies in the region might need to adopt costly new safety measures. The financial ripple effect from a single strike can be far greater than most people realize. As we reach the conclusion, it becomes clear that urgent Pentagon alert. Another mysterious boat strike rocks the Eastern Pacific is not just a headline. It's a warning. Something unusual is happening in waters that normally don't produce this level of military concern. The Pentagon's acknowledgement, without full details, suggests that the investigation is ongoing and sensitive. Whether this turns out to be a hostile action, an advanced technology encounter, or a criminal operation gone too far, that's a situation that demands attention. The series of incidents in the Eastern Pacific should push us to watch developments closely. Because when the Pentagon issues repeated alerts, it rarely means the threat is small. What happens next could influence regional security, maritime policies, and international relations in powerful ways. For now, the most important thing is awareness and staying informed as new details emerge. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dive updates on global events that matter. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one.